Once upon a time, there was a land so joyful, a place where colors bloomed and the air smelled of peace. Every creature in the valley lived a life full of light and happiness. But secrets, even in the happiest kingdoms, always cast a long shadow. Hidden away was the secret treasure, a girl named Rapunzel and her legendary hair. Rapunzel loved her books and the stories they held, but the pages always described a world she had never seen. For years, Rapunzel had meticulously practiced knotting and braiding the strands, an innocent hobby, or perhaps a well-kept plan. Rapunzel wasn't just dreaming of freedom, she was calculating the physics of it. Her intelligence was her sharpest tool, far more powerful than any magic. Now, here comes Gothel. She didn't look like a proper witch, but she certainly acted like one. Her arrival was always the same, loud, demanding, and utterly predictable.
Rapunzel! Rapunzel! Let down your hair for me!
Rapunzel obeyed the mechanical command, but her gaze was focused on her escape supplies, not the view. Gothel was content, convinced Rapunzel was perfectly happy in her gilded cage.
Remember, my sweet Rapunzel, your hair is the only treasure I have. Mother must leave now. Be a good girl and wait for me, Rapunzel.
And just like that, the tower was silent again. But this silence was now filled with opportunity for Rapunzel. Rapunzel knew this world only through her tiny window, but she used her clever mind to see more. Her preparations were always meticulous. Every piece of the puzzle was carefully planned. Her hair was her prison, yes, but Rapunzel had decided to turn it into her escape route. Meanwhile, in the deep woods, a supposed hero was arriving, though hero is a strong word for Flynn.
Where am I in the Seven Kingdoms? Wait, is that a tower?
Flynn was charming, no doubt, but his climbing skills were non-existent. Then, as the sun began to set, Flynn saw a spectacle he could hardly believe.
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let your hair down for me.
Aha! I think I've found a shortcut to the top.
The princess moved with practiced speed. Gothel never saw the hidden movements.
Now go, Rapunzel. Mother needs to rest.
The silence returned, giving Flynn the signal he had been waiting for.
Rapunzel, Rapunzel. Mama's home.
Rapunzel was not fooled, not for a single moment, but this was the opportunity she had planned for.
Great! Looks like I finally got lucky.
Flynn had the shortcut, but he didn't account for the strength and speed of a girl who had been practicing this pull for years. He landed, breathless and dizzy, right into a trap set by the brilliant Rapunzel.
Who are you and how did you find me? Talk! Wait, this isn't what it looks like. I just needed a place to hide.
What the hell is this?
Let me go!
I thought you were...
I know what my mama sounds like. And you are certainly not Gothel.
Rapunzel took control immediately. Her careful planning had led her to this exact moment.
You are going to help me. I need a guide to the outside world.
A guide?
My dear, I am Prince Flynn. I usually require compensation for my services.
Compensation? I believe your compensation is not being left here for Gothel to find.
Rapunzel showed him the stakes of her escape: freedom or an angry witch.
Wait, a witch? I mean, that woman singing hysterically is actually a witch?
She will not be pleased to find a prince here. Your best bet is to help me escape now.
All right. I'm your guide. But you owe me dinner, Princess Rapunzel.
Rapunzel released him, but she held the leash. She was not taking any chances.
We must hurry. She usually comes back right after midnight.
Back in the forest, Gothel felt a prickle of unease. A mother's intuition, perhaps. Whatever it was, it sent Gothel hurrying back towards the tower. Time was running out. They had to be fast, silent, and decisive. Every minute spent in preparation was paying off now.
Down there! So far, Rapunzel!
Go! There's no time to hesitate!
Prince Flynn, the reluctant guide, was learning the hard way that this princess called the shots. Rapunzel was the calm center of the storm.
Slow!
Despite his clumsiness, Rapunzel needed him. She would not let him fall. Then, the movement. Gothel was close, too close. There was no more time for planning. It was time for action.
Hurry, Rapunzel! I hear something coming!
For the first time, Rapunzel felt the grass beneath her feet, and she didn't stop running. Rapunzel was free, but the jungle was vast, and her captor was close behind. Gothel had returned, only to find the unthinkable. Her treasure was gone.
Rapunzel, traitor! You will pay for this!
We need to cross here. It's the fastest route.
Rapunzel knew speed was essential, but only if they could lose Gothel entirely. With her quick mind, Rapunzel improvised, setting a clever trap near the path. Gothel was powerful, but also arrogant, rushing forward without caution. The clever princess had slowed the wicked witch down, momentarily.
Unbelievable! I will find you, Rapunzel!
Nice one, princess. That's gonna stick.
But the relief was short-lived. They had reached the edge of the known world.
Nope. We turn back, Rapunzel. We cannot cross this.
Rapunzel knew retreat was not an option. She saw her escape. This was her moment of ultimate bravery, to trust her hair and her plan.
Hold on tight, Flynn. We are taking the fast route.
You expect me to rely on hair?
And with a leap of faith, they left the edge of the cliff. The golden strands became a triumphant pendulum, swinging them towards freedom. The thrill of the outside world, finally her own.
This is incredible! You are incredible, Rapunzel!
The great swing was over. They were safe, for now. Gothel saw them, and her rage intensified to a terrifying level.
Let the shadows consume you both.
The witch would not be defeated by a simple swing, but Rapunzel was always one step ahead, anticipating the danger. In the silence of the cave, they shared a moment of exhilaration and survival. Gothel was trapped on the other side, temporarily defeated by geography and Rapunzel's planning. The magic hair was no longer a chain, it was a lifeline.
You truly are amazing, Rapunzel.
Thank you. Now, let's see the sunrise.
Their adventure had just begun, and the world was waiting for the brave princess. As the true sun rose, Rapunzel felt a joy she had only read about.
We should head towards those distant peaks. Civilization lies that way.
Freedom required constant vigilance. Rapunzel knew Gothel would not give up easily. Sure enough, the angry witch was back on their trail, using her magic to track the powerful strands of hair.
Flynn, she is close. We need to lose the signal.
Rapunzel decided to confuse the magic. She used her cleverness to create a maze for Gothel. Gothel was baffled. The magic signals were pulling her in 3 different directions at once.
She is making fun of me. I will use my eyes, not her silly tricks.
They needed a final decisive trap to gain permanent freedom.
This is it, Flynn. The final lure.
I'm with you, Rapunzel. What's the plan?
Rapunzel offered the bait, a glimmer of the power Gothel desired most. Gothel arrived, breathing heavily, convinced victory was hers. The greed blinded the witch. She lunged straight for the gold. Snap! Gothel was caught, utterly humiliated by a simple human trap.
You little trickster! I will never forgive you, Rapunzel!
I am not returning, Gothel. My hair belongs to me.
This was the final step, severing the last physical tie to her captivity. Snip! Rapunzel cut her own hair, the magic was gone, and the princess was truly free.
It suits you, Rapunzel. The freedom look.
With her golden cage gone, Rapunzel finally walked into the world she belonged to. She found the royal family who had mourned the lost princess for so long. No magic was needed for them to recognize their daughter. The king and queen finally held their precious Rapunzel again. The lost piece was home.
Welcome home, Princess Rapunzel.
Rapunzel had found not only her family, but also a true companion in the charming, if clumsy, Flynn. Their bond was not built on magic, but on mutual respect and shared adventure. And so, Princess Rapunzel ruled her kingdom, never forgetting the tower that taught her strength. She proved that a princess does not need long magic hair to find her destiny. And so Princess Rapunzel showed us that courage and intelligence are the strongest magic spells of all.